This is a superficial effleurage. And this is the time where we're going to spread the lotion. We're going to warm up the tissues, and we're going to go in shingles like motions, sliding. When you put one hand up, almost up, the other one goes down, and it's going to be lighter. Going into deep effleurage, this is where you're going to put more pressure and long strokes. This is where you can start to feel if there's any adhesions. Tree stroking is going to be where you can either start at the bottom or the top of the head, and then you're going to be starting here, you're going to stroke up and go outwards. So it's going to be like you're going up the tree and then outwards into the branches. Now we have horizontal strokes. This is where one hand's going to go forward, the other one's going back, and it keeps going in opposite directions. This is petrissage, and I'm going to be doing a palmar kneading. So I'm going to be lifting the skin and squeezing until release, having my thumb go into my palm, just like that. And this is the palmar kneading. I'm going to do skin rolling. So you're going to pick up the skin, and I'm going to roll it across the tissue. Picking up the skin and rolling it. And rolling the skin. Deportment is where it's percussion movements, and so percussion movements, and here is going to be hacking. And so you're just lightly hacking, you're not using any force, you're just letting your fingers come off of each other. This is wrapping from Tapotement, a type of Tapotement modality. And you have a closed fist, and you're lightly tapping your hands with closed fist in a wrapping motion. This is a type of Tapotement, and this is called cupping. You're using your hands and making a space in your palms, and you are tapping the patient's skin in a cupping motion. This is scar tissue massage. So what I'm going to do, and this is going to be a mature scar. So I'm going to go along the sides and make sure I'm not pulling the scar tissue away from the middle. So I'm going down the side, And then what I can also do on the scar is lift the scar, and I could start to roll it on top of the scar on the sides. This is transverse friction. I'm going to be working right here near his lateral epicondyle, and this is going to be having to do deep pressure, and I'm going to be putting my middle finger on top of my pointer, and I'm going to be applying pressure, and I'm not putting pressure and friction on the skin per se, but more deep on the underlying tissues. This is a myofascial release and spreading, and I'm going to be applying deep pressure, and I'm going to be pulling apart so I can separate the adhesions. And I'm going to hold until, I'm going to pull until I can't anymore. And then once I can't, and then there's a little bit left I can go, I'm going to pull a little bit more and then release. So I see here that there's a trigger point, and at this time we are going to use our olecranon. Let me wipe some of the away. Okay, make it stand straight. Okay, so let's see right here. And we're going to use our olecranon, and I'm going to hold it there in the trigger point for 20 to 60 seconds until it releases. And this is trigger point deactivation. This is petrissage skin rolling on 2 different body parts. I'm gonna pick up the skin, and I'm just gonna roll. Pick it up and roll. Up and roll. Petrissage skin rolling. So I'm going to pick up the tissue, start from here, picking it up, and I'm going to roll it. Pick up the tissue and roll. To break up the adhesions.